This is an example of a preacher that is a preacher of self. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Bishop Ibiyeomie was preaching and he kind of like felt like he needed to remind people how much he gave. He was bragging about giving about $1 million worth of monies out of his own hand. He said, if I've given this much, you dare not criticize me. And now we're going to look at that message now. And I'm going to show you why I personally believe, maybe you believe differently. I'm going to tell you why this particular message, in my view, it's a preacher of self. This is an example of a preacher of self. It's the Actuality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. And do look out for the bonus episode that comes out today. And I will see you over there. Now, Pastor Ibiyeomie, you were saying, sir.
Give me hundreds of thousands. As rich as I am, my wife, she's one of the most prudent people I've met in life. She doesn't waste. Are you there? Some of you, okay, see your offering and your family. Okay, check how much you're giving now. Even now, check. You say you love God. You say you love God. Thank you.
So he's making a mockery on how much people are giving in church, like his church members, how much they have decided that they're going to give to the church. That's a preacher of self. You're a preacher of mammon. And why do I say that? The Bible says, as a man has set in his heart to give, that is what he must give. But why does he mock it? Never mind. We'll come back to it.
I love God. Thank you. You love God. You truly love him. Check how much.
Are you sure you love him? You truly love him?
You wear. Could come from your head. The woman.
It says, check what you are wearing from the top of your head to your thing.
To your toe. Then the men look at your watch, your suit, to your toe. Then look the other way you bring come.
So compare what you wear. Now, personally, I'm not a clothes person, but I know how people set apart money to buying something. For instance, that's why clothing shops have even lay-by, for example. Like, there was this pair of Air Forces that I wanted. I had to save, maybe a piece of about 2 months and then I went and I bought them. Now, if I should compare my Air Forces to what I am giving, now bear in mind, my giving is what I have right now. My Air Forces I had to save. So if I make comparison between, sometimes think about it, okay? Because also, like if you think about it, a suit that a person is wearing, sometimes they even take cards in order for them to even buy it, right? Because it's a cloth. It's going to last you a little bit longer. Now, if I make comparison based on, I'm trying to buy something that's high quality, something that's going to last long, it's going to cost a little bit. Now, not necessarily that it has to cost, but if it is clothes, it's going to cost something. Might be a jean for like 300-400 rands. I'm not buying that every week compared to what I'm giving every week. So his question, it's sour for me.
When you want to sing, are you going to sing fast? So, I love you, Lord, you are holy.
So when you're going to give you he's mocking people.
And forever you are God. I love you, Lord, you are holy. If you sing choir, those who they sing fast and they don't do the give fast.
So the people that sing are the least givers. No, the Bible tells me I give what I have decided in my heart. Not what you like, not what you approve, what I have decided. He says not of compulsion. What is he doing? He's mocking so that he can create a situation where you give more than a false prophet. Continue.
Anybody want to sing for choir, don't they give? They give. I don't say all of them, but most of them they give. But their song, hallelujah, you are holy. God say, you love me, but you have whole. Because they give me all. That is 1 million. Today equivalent is 862 million naira. Boy, in one Sunday, say here. God said, boy, you will never be broke.
So that's what God told him after he gave $1 million.
And I'm one of the wealthiest preachers on earth.
So because of that, he's one of the wealthiest preachers on earth. Jesus went into the temple and people were giving, and the person who gave the least was the one that God was impressed by. And so think about that one.
Proved God. It doesn't come by luck. It doesn't come by until you prove God. God said, you want to see me? Prove me. Prove me. Prove me first and see if I will not. Have you proved God? Prove it. And see.
That's an unbeliever's mindset. Well, I don't need to prove God. I know God. So he's talking to believers like he's talking to unbelievers. I don't need to prove God. You could say that in the Old Testament, it made sense. Right? It made sense because in the Old Testament, they had gotten so used to doing it because it was part of the nation of Israel. You are an Israelite, this is what you did. So they had gotten used to it. So the idea of proving God, it made sense. Are you dedicated or are you not? But in today's age, after Jesus' death, he says to Thomas, who wants to see, he says, no, blessed are they that believe without seeing. I believe God. I don't need to prove God. Just my thoughts.
See, God can't lie you. God cannot lie. Let the economy tumble. I don't care. This man will prosper. As blessed as I am, as healthy as you think, it's me that give my wife 1 million for month. She said, don't give me up to 1 million. So it's good to say, some of you told you, I don't give my wife more than 1 million in a month. But I don't give one service 1 million. There's no service I give 1 million. Every service I give more than 1 million.
So every service he gives more than 1 million. Okay.
So our feeding money, they will me approve God. If you think I didn't prove God, I gave one. If you can get angry, I don't care. I gave God $1 million when I had no house. You think I didn't prove God? If Bible was to be written, my name would have been written.
You make up your mind. Are you here? It's great you gave 1 million, but the nature in which the 1 million was given is unfortunately a very bad one. If you gave it to me, I would give it back to you. Because look at how entitled it becomes. If the Bible was being written today, my name would be there. Because you gave 1 million? So you think 1 million is that important to be put in the Bible? You get the thinking is wrong. Yes, give 1 million. But you see, don't give it with the wrong mindset. He gives with the wrong mindset. Yeah, if the Bible was being written today, they would write my name there because I gave 1 million. Thinking is wrong.
In fact, my own would have been bigger than Solomon because Solomon had money when he gave. Me, I gave.
So his one would have been bigger than Solomon. Solomon gave over 1,000 cows.
When there was no house. If you think it's easy, go and give your money. $1 million.
The amount of times he has said 1 million. He do the paying you, say. He paying you. That's why the Bible says, not of compulsion, not because of need, as you have decided. You see, sir, I don't have to tell you how much I've given because I gave it out of voluntary need. I wasn't responding to I wasn't responding to your 1 million, because I don't have 1 million. I gave as I have. So I don't have it like, I gave 1,000 that time. I don't have that. Why? Because I gave voluntarily. And when I gave, I knew for what good it would be. But you gave with the wrong heart. 1 million. 1 million. Okay, it's a sad one.
1 million. I had no block, not even foundation. I proved God. All people talking they did prosperity, they better do what I did. Nobody's qualified to criticize me on prosperity until you do what I've done.
That's a sad mindset. He says nobody is allowed to criticize him except they've done what he has done. That's a flawed mindset. That's a unbiblical mindset. Because if you think about it, I'm not a thief. Okay? So should I not correct a thief because I am not a thief? So do I not know what right is when it comes to giving because I've not given 1 million? Your thinking is wrong. And so it tells you where the error comes in there.